we put in front of them. They overcame fear, experienced hardship, and showed resiliency in the face of these challenges. To give you an idea of their accomplishments, let me share some of the journey with you. Your loved ones rappelled down a 40-foot tower, completed multiple rigorous obstacle courses, executed 13 ranges where they shot thousands of rounds, and ultimately qualified on their weapons. They threw live hand grenades. They low-crawled the length of a football field in sand at night under heavy machine gun fire. Completed multiple field training exercises like the hammer, anvil, and the forge, where they patrolled individually over 60 miles under heavy rucksacks under the unpredictable South Carolina weather. And this is just a small sample of their accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, the men and women standing in formation today did everything we asked of them. It is without a doubt each soldier standing here has earned and deserves the title of American soldier. This formation is also as American as you can get. They come from all over the country, from small towns like Viking, Utah, Georgia State in Pennsylvania. They come from our large cities like Los Angeles and New York City. In fact, they joined us from across the globe, from countries like Ghana, Dominican Republic, Kuwait, Morocco. Our youngest soldier is 17, and the oldest is 43. We have associates, 156 have bachelor's, 26 have master's, and 1 has a PhD. Some even left their jobs where they served as police officers, firemen, and educators, while many have served our country previously in the Air Force, Marines, and Navy. And finally, I think this one is extra special. For 96 of the soldiers standing before you, yesterday was not just another day. It was a pivotal moment in their lives. These brave men and women took the oath to become American citizens. Families and friends, this is your United States Army, and let's give them a round of applause. So I said at the beginning this was an impressive group, but there's a little bit more to the story. In addition to the support from the families at home, none of this would have been possible without the coaching, mentoring, and guidance from an incredible group of specially trained and carefully selected Rock Force drill sergeants. For the last 10 weeks, these drill sergeants were with your soldiers day in and day out, walking through the rain, through the cold, standing side by side with soldiers, leading them through their tough times and their joy. They were their role models, and they were their inspirations, and I'd like you to join me in giving them a round of applause. All right, to the soldiers of 334 Infantry, I want to congratulate you on your accomplishments. You have entered a profession full of tradition, pride, and standing. From this day forward, you are now charged with protecting your fellow American freedom, upholding the Army's traditions, honoring the Army's accomplishments, and living the Army's values. This may sound daunting, but remember, you've proven you got what it takes. Now I'll leave you just with a few thoughts as you start your new journey. First, I want you to continue to build on your legacy of accomplishment. This isn't the end. There's no adage that says that too much is given, much will be required. And during your time here, you've been poured into, spent countless hours in classes and in the field, training your warrior tasks and drills, and you've been taught what it takes to be a good teammate. I challenge you to carry these skills forward to your next assignment. Your leaders and future teammates will expect this of you. Second, wear your uniform with pride. It tells your story. It tells the story of those who served before you. It bears witness to the sacrifices, and dedication of those brave men and women who in some cases have paid the ultimate price. Quite simply, it signifies that you're standing on the shoulders of giants. Third, have fun. Enjoy yourself. I can promise you will meet your best friends, come in contact and train with people from all over the world, and visit places you've never dreamed of. I challenge you to cherish these moments. And then finally, never forget where you started. When times get tough, as they undoubtedly will, remember that you were forged and shaped in the crucible of Fort Jackson basic combat training, and you emerge at the other end, solid as a rock. You are forever a Rockport soldier. Congratulations, teammates. Take a seat.
Today's soldier is, above all, a warrior, adaptive, confident, and competent. As a soldier, you are totally committed to the warrior ethos, grounded in Army values, and determined to destroy enemies of the United States of America and her allies. The United States Army Soldier's Creed embodies this commitment. To the soldiers on the field, the uniform you wear at this moment is more than an outward display of your vocational choice. The uniform is a symbol of a nation and an unspoken assurance to all who see you that you are a willing and able protector of the freedom fought so arduously for, by all who have gone before and those who will bravely come after. You have become what you set out to be, a soldier in the United States Army. The Soldier's Creed is a declaration of your unshakable commitment to the ideals this nation was founded upon and will continue to guarantee. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Private First Class Ariana Okocha presents a certificate of appreciation to the retirees and leads the soldiers standing before you to the reciting of the Soldier's Creed.
Fred, we love you, baby!
Es de la cuarta.
Of those around you, we ask that you please remain seated and in the bleachers until all soldiers have passed the review stand and the conclusion of the ceremony is announced. As you are approached by the American flag, it is appropriate to rise and remain standing until it has passed to your right. Once the ceremony has concluded, family members of awardees may leave their soldiers under the canopy located to the left of the bleachers. All other family members and friends Please speak your soldiers on the field once instructed by the narrator or by respective company. The 3rd Battalion, 34th Infantry Regiment, lineage. Constituted 1 July 1916 in the regular army as Company Charlie, 34th Infantry. Organized 15 July 1916 at El Paso, Texas. 34th Infantry assigned 6 December 1917 to the 7th Division, released 24 March 1923 from assignment to the 7th Division and assigned to the 8th Division, released 15 August 1927 from the assignment to the 8th Division and assigned to the 4th Division, released 1 October 1933 from assignment to the 4th Division and assigned to the 8th Division, later redesignated as the 8th Infantry Division. Inactivated 5 June 1940 at Fort Benning, Georgia. Activated 1 July 1940 at Camp Jackson, South Carolina. Inactivated 5 June 1958 and released from assignment to the 24th Infantry Division. Concurrently redesignated as Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 3rd Battle Group, 34th Infantry. Withdrawn 17 March 1959 from the regular army, allotted to the Army Reserve, and assigned to the 79th Infantry Division. Battle Group activated 23 March 1959 with headquarters at Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Inactivated 28 March 1963 at Uniontown, Pennsylvania, and released from the assignment to the 79th Infantry Division. Redesignated 21 July 1977 as a 3rd Battalion, 34th Infantry, withdrawn from the Army Reserve and allotted to the regular army. Headquarters transferred 27 February 1987 to the United States Army Training and Doctrine Command and activated at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Inactivated 31 March 1989 at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Redesignated 1 October 2005 as the 3rd Battalion, 34th Infantry Regiment, and activated at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Captain for the June Stand is the Commander of Troops, Major Michelle Walker, and the battalion staff. The 282nd Army Band is directed by 3rd Sergeant Sean Tuck. The drum major is Sergeant Jonathan Gifford. Alpha Company is commanded by Captain Stephen Pocadonqua. 1st Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Austin Buchanan and trained by Drill Sergeant John Phillips. Second Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Christopher Tucker and trained by Drill Sergeant Andrew Bickfeller. Third Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant William Egg and trained by Drill Sergeant Diana Gora. is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Dwight Simon and trained by Drill Sergeant David Schroeder. In the rear of the formation is the First Sergeant, First Sergeant James Toller. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are approached by the American flag, it is appropriate to rise and remain standing until it has passed to your right. Bravo Company is commanded by First Lieutenant Ricky Long. First Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Alex Alexis Hamilton and trained by Drill Sergeant Alvin Passmore. Second Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Ahmad Johnston and trained by Drill Sergeant Portia Ford.
Let's go, Echo!
Third Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Dominic Fennell and trained by Drill Sergeant Ivan Aguilera. Fourth Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Cole Minier and trained by Drill Sergeant Richard Thompson. In the rear of the formation is the First Sergeant, First Sergeant Alex Pinker. Power Company is commanded by Captain Bruce Vester. First Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Kofi Latif and trained by Drill Sergeant John Aguilar. Second Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Alan Mitchell and trained by Drill Sergeant Nelson Rivera Diaz. Third Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Paul Blackwell and trained by Drill Sergeant Ryan Wood. Fourth Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Christopher Summers and trained by Drill Sergeant Darian Rivette. In the rear of the formation is the First Sergeant, First Sergeant Derek Lee. Delta Company is commanded by Captain Akiwale Lebatero. First Platoon is led by Drill Sergeant Tyler Stigl and trained by Drill Sergeant Andrea Salas. Second Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Richard Ferreira and trained by Drill Sergeant Nicholas Parker. Third Platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Holly Kirkland and trained by Drill Sergeant Katrina Bamberg. Fourth Platoon is led by Drill Sergeant Sierra Parker and trained by Drill Sergeant Justin Diaz. And the leader of the formation is the first sergeant. Sergeant First Class Sergeant Huber. Echo Company is commanded by Captain James Sparrows. First platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Jordan Moore and trained by Drill Sergeant Daniel Edwards. Second platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Sierra Ivy and trained by Drill Sergeant Saul Ian. Third platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Daniel Morgan and trained by Drill Sergeant Devontae Young. Fourth platoon is led by Senior Drill Sergeant Steve King and trained by Drill Sergeant William Walker. In the rear of the formation is the first sergeant, First Sergeant Francisco Mercado.